Hello and welcome back to CotoCat Mets. The first video for the 2025 campaign will recap a busy Mets offseason. After they came just 2 wins away from a trip to the World Series, they made 5 key position player moves this winter. First and foremost, of course, the Mets outbid the whole league, broke the bank to sign Juan Soto. Soto's going to get $765 million over the next 15 years, and the Mets betting that he will continue his Hall of Fame trajectory now in the orange and blue while bringing the Mets that elusive third championship. Soto choosing Queens over the Bronx, well, that was just the cherry on top. He then proceeded to thank Brett Baty for giving him his number 22 with a brand new Chevy Tahoe SUV. And shortly afterward, Juan Soto christened his time with the Mets by hitting an opposite field homer in his first at-bat for his new ball club. So far, the Soto vibes feel great. The Mets also reunited with Pete Alonso after a long, drawn-out signing dance where Scott Boras, the super agent, was again vilified for his negotiating tactics. Steve Cohen says that in the end, the agent said very little when the Polar Bear agreed to a pretty team-friendly 2-year, $54 million deal. This solidifies the heart of the Mets lineup, and it brings back a homegrown fan favorite. Hopefully, Pete can relax now and have a really productive season batting behind Soto. It's good to have him back. Third thing they did was bring back Jesse Winker on a 1-year, $8 million deal. And Winker is a spark plug. He doesn't mind playing sporadically, and he really gets under the skin of opponents. He is the classic example of a player that you hate if you're on the other team, but you love him as a teammate if he's in your clubhouse. The Mets also traded for Jose Siri to play center field and replace Harrison Bader. Siri is essentially a Bader twin. He's streaky and flawed at the plate. He's a gold glove in the field and a fast, aggressive base runner. He's 1 year younger than Bader, and though his swing may have even more flaws than Harrison, his potential upside is greater. He's got that power. Hopefully he can anchor the bottom of the order and be on base when the lineup flips over. At the very least, his defense should save some runs. The final position player move did not work out as intended, but may end up being okay. The Mets signed Nick Madrigal to be the new Jose Iglesias, minus the music career. But oh my God, didn't Madrigal fracture his left shoulder and need surgery that's going to most likely keep him out for the entire season? This opens the door for more McNeil, Baty, and Little Acuna. Quite frankly, using our own young talent to make the roster more diverse feels better than Madrigal, who wasn't really on a Hall of Fame trajectory. As usual, Baty is raking in the spring in Florida. Hopefully he can finally make that translate into the season. Maybe drive that new car up to Queens wearing Jose Reyes' old number 7. So these 5 position player moves seem to put the Mets in a better starting place than last year when they made their playoff run. The lineup is deeper, and they have a mix of skills and experience coming off the bench. Hopefully Carlos Mendoza can guide the club back to the playoffs this year. This has been CotoCat Mets. If you like this video and you love the Mets, please subscribe.
And then we'll sing, "Let's Go Mets!"